Hello, Collective. Welcome to your reading. I had every intention of filming an astrology sign reading this morning, but when I woke up, I was just completely overwhelmed by whatever energy is arising right now. I had to do a collective reading. Today is October 2nd, so we are officially planted in the energy of October, which is distinctly different than September. Today is also a new moon and an eclipse. So there's just a lot happening right now. And I can feel there's a big message trying to come through. So I'm just going to step back, let spirit flow through me, and see where it takes us. I already have our oracle cards pulled because I just needed to get grounded with the energy for a few minutes. So I'm ready to go. Let's dive right in. We've got number 41, time. Number 19, transformation, the card that haunts us. Number 24, focus. And at the bottom of the deck is number 27, fire. Okay. Transformation cannot be stopped. You are transforming right now. You are in the middle of a major, I'm hearing once in a lifetime, transformation. All real transformation takes time. Okay, this is not an overnight process. So first and foremost, Spirit just wants you to have patience. Have patience for the process. Okay. That being said, Spirit also wants you to focus consciously on being an active participant in your own transformation. So don't just wait and see what happens. Also, I mean, there's a component of surrender, right? But also focus on what you need to release, what you need to let go of, what isn't working, what is a burden, what is unsustainable. What do you want to call in instead? What do you want your life to look like? What do you want your future to look like? Who do you want to be? We're in that new moon energy right now. So this is such a prime time to reflect on all of these things. Reflect on what isn't working and what is. What needs to go away, what needs to come in. This is the energy of planning, so that you can plant the seeds for the future that you want to create. So consciously focus on your own transformation. Be an active participant in it, because real transformation is the moment you choose to transform with your free will. There's no avoiding it. You can put it off. You can put change off for a certain amount of time, but then you'll just line up with a Tower card moment. And so Spirit is saying, choose transformation, and that is when you really transform. Okay. Now, this new version of yourself that is coming online, I'm hearing, it's a version of yourself that is fully integrated with divine masculine energy. It's a version of you that has clarity of purpose, clarity of direction, fully connected to passion, drive, focus, energy, momentum, movement. There's so much movement here. Self-expression. So your divine masculine energy is integrating into your being in a profound and irreversible way. And I just feel like on the other side of this transformation, there's a lightness of heart that's just never been experienced before. So there is another layer here. That's the main message, but there's another layer here coming through this time card. You see how in this image, it's obviously an hourglass. You see how the energy is flowing between the sun and the moon. There's something about your past that needs to be revisited. And I mean distant past. I don't mean like last month. I mean years ago. This moment is a window of opportunity for you to reflect on your past and understand it in a way you never have. Spirit is inviting you to remember who you used to be many, many years ago. The Spirit is saying there's no specific date, so it might be different for each of you. Use your intuition. I know this is kind of abstract. Reflect on who you used to be. Remember who you used to be many, many years ago, because you can see your past self more clearly now from the vantage point you're currently at. And when you look back at who you used to be, you're going to be able to like fold in the past into the present in such a way that who you used to be feeds who you are becoming. I know that's like wicked meta and abstract, but that's what's coming through. Now, for the last few days, I have not been able to get the song Fireflies by Owl City out of my head. So I think there may be a message in that song for you. If you're called, I invite you to look up the lyrics or just listen to that song and see what arises within you. Obviously, fireflies are profoundly symbolic. That song came out in 2009. Now, 2009 is the year that I graduated high school / went to college. So for me, it's just insanely nostalgic. Every time I hear that song, I'm back. I'm 18 again. So I know for me personally, I'm being called to reflect on 2009, who I was then, and how much I've changed, how much I haven't changed. So maybe 2009 is also significant for you. The song Fireflies may be significant for you, but that's an example of what you're being invited to do. There's something also here about nostalgia. I'm hearing, let nostalgia guide you. Let nostalgia guide you to the time you're meant to reflect on. What time period of your life are you nostalgic for? And why? Literally just a handful of days ago, I sent out a newsletter all about nostalgia and the Six of Cups. And I sent the email and I let it go, and I thought that was that. I didn't think anything else of it. But now, a handful of days later, this theme of nostalgia is just coming up in such a big way. So follow the breadcrumbs of nostalgia in your own life, back to the past, a time period in the past you feel nostalgic for. Not only are you meant to reflect on how much you have changed, you're also meant to reflect on how much you haven't. And I mean that in the best possible way. It's almost like in this reflection, you'll be able to see your own essence more clearly, because your essence is what never changes. I don't know. Okay. Let's go into tarot. I'm using Tarot of the Abyss, which I haven't used in a long time, actually. Funny enough. Where do you want me to go from here, Spirit? Clarify this time card. Clarify this time card, please, Spirit. Tell me a little bit more about this time card. It's very important to remember to breathe. A simple reminder that can be very helpful. Sometimes we do literally forget to breathe. Go back, go back, go back. Go back to a time that seemed simpler. Go back to a time, oh God. Go back to a time when things seemed more pure and easy. Okay, clarify this time card. King of Swords. There's that objectivity, being able to see your past more clearly and objectively because you're so far removed from it. Time is a spiral, right? I'm sure most of you watching feel that way. So it's almost like, oh, interesting. And now I'm hearing we've arrived at a checkpoint. Weird. We've arrived at a checkpoint. And it's almost like the energy is saying, stop for a moment. This new moon energy maybe is saying, pause. You're at a checkpoint. It's like a timestamp. And almost if you're thinking about time as a spiral, it's almost like you've gone up the spiral and you've reached this point where there's like a trap door in the floor, and you're not going to fall through it, but the trap door allows you to see back to a time that is connected to the now. Another time that's connected to the now. Oh my God. The Hanged Man. I love this Hanged Man card. This is the only Hanged Man card I think I have in my collection where we are the Hanged Man. You see? So this is the Hanged Man upside down is the image right side up. Flip your perspective. When you see something clearly, your perspective will just automatically flip. Knight of Cups, your emotions, your heart, Justice at the bottom of the deck. Okay, hang on. Yep, okay, this is all for the purpose of you, again, being able to connect more deeply, see more clearly and objectively the essence of who you are, the essence of your truth, the essence of the truth in your heart, and coming into balance with it. Transformation is really a shedding. Transformation is a release, and we literally have release underneath the fire. It's a release of everything that isn't you. So maybe in the past, at some point, you used to be more you in a way. You were more unconsciously yourself. Here's the difference. Okay, here we go. Little kids and animals, okay, they are authentic, no filter, right? They just are themselves, but they are unconsciously themselves. It's not really a choice they're making to be themselves and be authentic despite all odds. They just don't know how to be any other way. You and I, what we're doing is consciously choosing with our free will to be authentic. That is something else entirely. So this transformation that we're going through is it's the process of consciously choosing to release what isn't true. There's so much wisdom in that. There's so much power in that. Conscious authenticity is power. in essence, you've always really wanted the same thing. What is that? It's time to make a decision. Again, get on board with your own transformation. Spirit wants you to make some kind of decision. Now, you don't necessarily need to take massive action today. But the decision that you make within yourself today, that's like the first domino being flicked that begins an irreversible chain of events. Where do you want me to go from here? Spirit is saying just go right into advice. Okay. Let's get some advice for the collective. Yep. Wow. Thank you, Spirit. Oh my God. Okay. 9 of Wands. And awakening, which is judgment. You see how she is literally, she has shed a skin like a snake. I don't know how much you can make out there, but she's shedding her skin and emerging with wings. Okay. Yep. This time card is also correlating to Saturn and karma, reliving cycles of pain. You're being called to make a decision today. Again, you don't have to take massive action on it. You just need to decide. Make a decision today to release some kind of attachment to struggle. It's going to look different for each and every one of you. And in the moment that you decide to choose a new path, to choose a new way, you will emerge transformed. There may also be something about connecting with your past self, a younger version of you, that helps you to recall some kind of purity or innocence. It's a version of you who wasn't so attached to struggle. All right, let's get a journal prompt here from my deck. Somebody just asked me, literally earlier this morning, somebody asked me if this deck is available for sale. Not yet. It will be. I promise. It is my absolute unwavering intention to have this deck be like professionally printed and for sale at some point in the future. I already have a name for it and everything. I'm so excited. I don't know when it's going to be for sale, but it will be. All right, let's see. My phone is running out of battery, running out of juice here. Journal prompt for the collective, please, Spirit. Journal prompt for the collective. Number 75, describe your ideal day. What does this tell you about yourself? Okay, describe your ideal day. How much does your current life look like that? It's almost like inviting you to look at the contrast between what you're living and what you want to live, right? So answer that question for yourself. All right, guys, I don't want my phone to die, so I'm going to wrap it up here. Be sure to check out the description box for a number of journal prompts. I will put this one there as well as several others to help you integrate everything, process everything, connect with your past, learn from nostalgia, all the things. So check out those journal prompts in the description box. Leave any questions or comments down below. I would love to hear from you. Happy new moon, happy eclipse, happy October. I'll see you next time. Bye.